Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2019 Montana-Alberta AA Legion Baseball State Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for Day 3, the first game of the day. And we're down to 6 teams. That's right. The Great Falls Chargers and the Kalispell Lakers went home yesterday. We'll be down to 4 teams by the end of today. Our first game is the Elks and of Lethbridge and the Helena Senators. Let's go ahead and meet our teams. For the Senators, who are the designated away team, Ty McGurran will lead things off in center field for the Senators. Zach Spearoff is in left field. Caden Sell is the designated hitter. Grady Koenig is in right field. Ethan Kites at third base. Hunter Kirkpatrick will be the catcher. Tyler Tenney is at shortstop. Cy Miller at first. And rounding out the order is Matt Krieger at second base. Chase Nielsen will be the pitcher on the 5 Valley Idol pitcher's mound for the Senators. Now for the Lethbridge Elks, it's Caleb Haney, the second baseman, to lead things off. Levi Abbott will be on the 5 Valley Idol pitcher's mound. Ty Penner stands at third. Brendan Schultz holds down first. Skylar Braun is the wall behind the plate at the catcher position. Noah Waters, the center fielder. Zach Trempner is in left field. Dalton Demers in right field, and rounding out the order is Logan King, the shortstop. As I mentioned in the order, Levi Abbott is the man on the 5 Valley Idol pitcher's mound. So we get set to go here. We have our officials for today's game. Tim Vigalotti will be behind the plate. Seth Kitchen is in the field at first base, and Bob Allen will control the third base line for the officiating crew. These first 2 games are going to have a 3-man crew, and then starting tonight with our 7 o'clock game, we will have a 4-man crew for officiating throughout the rest of the tournament. That's right, tomorrow will be semifinal day. We'll be down to 4 teams, and then on Wednesday is the championship game. The Billings Scarlets and the Missoula Mavericks will play at 4 o'clock today for a win-or-go-home game. This one's a win-or-go-home as well. And then Bucks and Royals play tonight. That one is the only non-loser-out game of the day. So we get Ty McGurran at the plate and ready for our first pitch. McGurran to lead off, Spearoff on deck, and Sell in the hole. Our umpire, Tim Vigalotti, points to the mound and says, play ball. So we are set. First pitch is drawn in at 113. It'll be for strike 1. McGurran to set back in. So yesterday's play, as we'll have play go through here, I'll get you caught up with the action yesterday, as we'll be at 1-1 on the count. We would have the Lakers and Scarlets play in the first game yesterday. That would be an 8-inning affair that would push back all games on the day. Here's a swing for strike 2. 1-2 on the count to McGurran. And the Scarlets getting the win 6-4 in 8 innings. That brought up the Elks and the Chargers in the next win-or-go-home game. This one's popped over into left field shallow in the glove, and we have 1 out to start the game. So with 1 away, we come to Zach Spearoff, the left fielder. 1 out, nobody on. So the Chargers and the Elks would play, and it would be an Elks win 6-0. So the Elks moving on to the 1 o'clock day game today. Then at 4 o'clock, it would be Helena and Bucks, 2 winning teams, as Vigilati will bark out strike 1 behind the plate for Spiroff. Abbott with the stretch and set, and a foul ball that rockets into the fencing on the third baseline for strike 2, 0-2. The way the system is set up here, the home team is always in the third base dugout unless it's the Royals, who is the host team. That is their dugout. Here's Abbott with the pitch, and we'll have ball 1, ball 2. Ball 1, 1 and 2 on the count. And it's a strikeout. Looking for the second out, and we have 2 away with 2 up. So Helena and the Bozeman Bucks would play at the 4 o'clock game, and the Bucks would come away 8-2 to advance on to today for the 7 p.m. game. Helena falling. They found themselves in this game against the Elks. First pitch to Caden Sell is a ball, 1-0 on the count. Here's a rip into left field. It's going to come down short of the left fielder, and Caden Sell will be our first base runner of the day. So 1 on, 2 outs. Grady Koenig coming to the plate. So then it was the evening game, and it was a controversial, exciting game between the Mavs and the Royals, Missoula Mavericks. And a foul ball up over our head by Koenig will bring up strike 1. And the Royals would come away 5-2 over the Mavs as we get the 0-1, and this one's upstairs for ball 1, 1-1. So the Mavericks will play the Billings Scarlets at 4 o'clock this afternoon after this game. That's the schedule. And a pitch over the plate will bring up strike 2, 1-2 on the count. And then the Bucks and the Royals play at 7. Both this game and the 4 o'clock game is a win or go home, as this one's ripped over second base, and the Senators with runners at first and second after 2 outs. Takes us to the third baseman, Ethan Kientz. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the first inning. Here's the pitch by Abbott, and that one's ripped foul for strike 1. And then the Bucks and the Royals play at 7. That one's a win and move on game. The loser will play at 4 p.m. tomorrow against the winner of this game. The winner, as this one bounces forward down the left base line, Penner will have the throw, but not in time, and it's loaded bases for the Senators with 2 outs. And Vigilati and Allen will come together and discuss something here as we get Hunter Kirkpatrick.
Catcher number 1, Hunter Kirkpatrick.
Abbott with the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 1. The Elks are a tough out. They did lose the opening game to the Royals in another tight match, as this one comes over the plate for strike 2. But their pitching staff, Abbott, one of the aces of 3 that they do have, as this one's ripped into the glove of the shortstop. Loaded bases get left behind, and we will have the bottom of the first right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. It is, excuse me, the bottom of the first inning. Game number 9 of the 2019 Montana-Alberta Legion State Baseball Tournament at the AA level. The Helena Senators and the Lethbridge Elks playing in a win-or-go-home game to advance on in the tournament. The winner of this game will face the loser of tonight's game between the Bucks and the Royals. So today's schedule, Helena and Elks right now, Scarlets and Mavs at 4, and Royals and Bucks at 7. Tomorrow, 2 games, 4 and 7 p.m. as Chase Nielsen warms up on the 5-Valor pitcher's mound. Caleb Haney will lead things off for the Elks as he comes to the plate. Levi Abbott on deck, and Ty Penner is in the hole.
Batting first to Lethbridge, second baseman number 5, Caleb Haney.
So Haney now ready to go with Nielsen on the mound. And bunt showing, pitch over the plate. Will bring up strike 1. Outside pitch, ball 1, 1-1 on the count. So tomorrow's schedule, 4 and 7. The winner of this game facing the loser of the 7 p.m. game between the Bucks and the Royals. As we get ball 2, 2-1. And the 7 p.m. game as we get ball 3. The winner of the Mavericks and Scarlets game will move on to the 7 p.m. game tomorrow night as we get a pitch on the plate to give us a full count at 3-2. And then the winner of the Royals and Bucks game will face the winner of the Scarlets and Mavs game. Here's a walk as the Helena crowd disagrees with the call. Runner at first, no outs. We get Levi Abbott at the plate for the Elks. Championship game is on Wednesday at 4 p.m. as Abbott lifts this one into center field. The pop fly is in the glove of McGurran, and there's one away with a runner at first. That brings up Ty Penner now. And in my book, Ty Penner, probably the offensive player of the tournament from what I've seen so far. Penner settling in. And it's over the plate for strike 1. Pitchers yesterday for the Chargers stayed away from Penner a little bit. Here's the 0-1 by Kirkpatrick, but Nielsen, he's going to go right at Penner. This is popped over second. Second baseman has got it in the glove, and that will be 2 away now with a runner at first.
First baseman number 16, Brendan Schultz.
That'll bring up Brennan Schultz. For the Elks. 1 on, 2 outs. Bottom of first. And Nielsen will put it over the plate for strike 1. Outside pitch, 1-1. So Wednesday is the championship game. That's at 4 p.m. If the team that loses in the game of the championship game, as we get strike 2, 1 and 2 to Brendan Schultz. Runner's going to go. This one's popped into the gap. Spiroff has it, and that'll end the inning. So both teams will leave runners behind. After 1, we go to the top of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as we get the top of the second inning scoreless against the Lethbridge Elks and the Helena Senators. Winner moves on. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got the 2019 AA Legion State Baseball Tournament going on here in Billings, Montana at beautiful Dealer Park, set right below the rim as they call it here in Billings. For the Senators at the plate, the 7-8-9 batters up. Tyler Tenney will stand at the plate with Levi Abbott on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And the first pitch by Abbott will be a ball. Pitch over the plate brings us even at 1 apiece on the count. So on Wednesday with the championship game, it is set for 4 o'clock. Now, if the team that loses as we get ball 2, 2-1, it's that team's first loss. We will reset the field and play again 45 minutes later, and that game will determine the true champion. You have to not lose 2 games as the first batter is down on the ground ball. Cy Miller now, 1 out, nobody on, top of 2. Now tomorrow's seeding may not be as I said. If teams have played against each other already and are set up in the system, as we get strike 1 to Cy Miller, then the tournament committee will change the draw so that teams that have not played against each other will. Abbott will come back with strike 1, 2-1 or 0-2 on the count. And as we go through, we'll take a look at scenarios that could play out for tomorrow. 1-2. And we'll have ball 2. 2-2. And a foul ball keeps us going. Abbott now with the stretch and set. And it's a strikeout for the second out of the inning, as Miller watched the ball go by. 2 away, bottom of the order, Matt Krieger for the Senators. Levi Abbott, right arm is warming up. Here's the pitch by Abbott, and it'll be on the plate for strike 1. Plate umpire is Tim Vigalotti. Seth Kitchen down the first base line, and Bob Allen down third. Here's a roller out to the shortstop. Picked up on the run by King. The throw to first, and that is 1-2-3 for the Senators. The Elks get to bat next on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Dealer Park in Billings, Montana for the 2019 Montana-Alberta AA State Championship Tournament with the Lethbridge Elks and the Helena Senators playing in a win-or-go-home game. For the Elks, it's the 5, 6, 7 batters. Skylar Braun at the plate, Noah Waters on deck, and Zach Trempner is in the hole. Chase Nielsen back on the 5 Valor pitcher's mound. His first inning of duty would be 13 pitches, 8 of them over the plate. Here's the first pitch of the inning. It's rolled right out to Tenney. Tenney with a good throw to first, and there's one away off one pitch. So the Senators come into the tournament in the number 6 seat. They would draw number 3 seeded Kalispell on Saturday. That would be a win for the Senators, 3-2. Here's Nielsen with the first pitch to Waters, and we'll have ball 1. That would put the Senators against the Bucks yesterday, and the Bucks would come out on top 8-2. Here's a foul ball to bring up strike 1, 1-1 on the count. So that puts Helena after the loss here against the Elks. For the Elks, it would be an opening loss against the Royals on Saturday night, 3-1, as we get ball 2, 2-1 on the count. So the Elks would draw the Chargers in yesterday's 1 o'clock game, as we get ball 3, 3-1. And a foul ball brings up a full count at 3-2. So Waters in center field. Here's a whack over the second baseman's head. It's in the gap. It's got a little hop to it. It'll roll all the way to the warning track. Waters around the corner. Grabs a gear at second, on his way to third as the throw is made, and it's a triple for Waters with 1 out. So that takes us to Zach Trempner. Runner at third and one out. Top of two. Or bottom of two. And Trepner will foul it off for strike one. So the Elks taking on the Chargers yesterday, and it would be a 6-0 win for the Elks. So that is the path the two teams have made as a pitch over the plate brings up strike two. Bottom of the order, or no, it's Dalton Demers in the on-deck circle. Outside to bring up ball one, 1-2. And we stay alive at 1-2 on the foul ball. The A-State tournament going on in Florence right now. Coleman Caton with the call on that one. This is bounced right out. Tenney looks at third, now first down the line, and the tag. They're going to say safe at home, and Waters will have the first score of the game for the Elks to make it 1-0 with 2 outs. Dalton Demers now. And it's a high pitch for ball one. The Elks scratching the scoreboard first, 1-0. Off the Waters run. Off the ground out, I should say, by Trempner. Waters the tag at third. We get ball two. 2-0 now to Demers. 2 outs. Bases cleared. 3-0. Mavericks and Scarlets coming up next at 4 o'clock. And it's a walk straight up. Runner at first as we have the bottom of the order, Logan King, come to the plate.
Shortstop number 6, Logan King.
King settling in. And here's a pop down the third base line. Kynes is trying to get to it, and it'll hop foul as he's just short. And we'll have strike one. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Elks. Bottom of the second inning. Lethbridge on the board first, 1-0. There's a roller past the first baseman. It's going to go into shallow right field. Demers will make the run to third. The throw is made, but not in time, and there's runners on the corners for the Elks. And that'll bring out the pitching coach to check in with Chase Nielsen. So a quick check-in here in the bottom of the second. Nielsen at 31 pitches, 18 over the plate. Abbott for the Elks has 31 pitches. But this is just a check-in with the Elks getting in motion here with 2 outs. I'm sure that the pitching staff wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So Kirkpatrick will get behind the plate. Before he does signal the field. And we get Caleb Haney, top of the order for the Elks. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. And the first pitch in is a ball to Haney. Haney walked his first at bat. And we'll have strike one to Haney. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on to bring up strike 2. 1-2 on the count. For Haney. Against Great Falls yesterday. He was not in the lineup. This one's going to be into left field. And a run comes home, and runners at first and second off the dribbler out into left field, and it's now 2-0 Elks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Two outs, 2 on. Runners at first and second. Levi Abbott at the plate. Chase Nielsen will stretch and set on the 5 Valor pitcher's mound, and the pitch comes in for ball 1. Levi Abbott pitching for the Elks. Abbott would go 2 for 4 yesterday with an RBI. Against Great Falls. 1-1 on the count as this one will hop into the glove of Kirkpatrick. Nielsen, the throw to first, and the ground ball will be the final out. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got the top of the third inning here at Dealer Park. The Lethbridge Elks leading the Helena Senators 3-0 on the Fast Trip, or 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Levi Abbott on the 5 Valor pitcher's mound. Top of the order for the Senators. Ty McGurran will lead things off with Zach Spearoff in the hole. Next game coming up at 4 o'clock will feature the Missoula Mavericks and the Billings Scarlets. As McGurran comes to the plate, ready to go. 7 o'clock game is the Bucks and the Royals. There's a throw to second. And we are set to go as McGurran steps to the plate. Ty McGurran, the center fielder for the Senators. We were over in Helena last Wednesday night for the final game of the season for the Mavericks and the Senators. Non-conference game, and the Senators would have their senior night. It was always great to see the seniors come out and be celebrated. First pitch of the inning comes in low by Abbott for ball 1. Eight seniors for the Senators. McGurran rips this one foul down the first base line. Will be 1-1 on the count. For Ty McGurran, he had a fly out his first at bat. For McGurran yesterday against the Bucks, he was 0 for 4. Struck out once as we wait for the ball to be brought back in from deep right field foul line. Here's the 1-1. And we'll have ball one. McGurran settling back in. And we'll have an outside pitch for ball three. 3-1 to the center fielder. McGurran with the fly out. Leadoff batter here in the top of the third. Abbott delivers and McGurran fouls it off to give us a full count, as it'll come up 8 rows up in the stands down the third base line. We're full at 3-2. Great sponsor for their foul balls for the tournament, Buffalo Wild Wings. So if you return a ball, and that will be strike 3 on the swing. And there's one away. But they got a sponsor for the foul balls. If you return a foul ball to the front gate, well, it is free wings. So definitely a cool little promo to do. Been to a variety of different ballparks for Legion Baseball, and everybody does things differently. As we're outside for ball one to Zach Spiroff. Spiroff struck out looking his first at bat. He'll face 2-0 after that pitch. Spiroff would bat in the number 7 spot yesterday, as we'll get ball 3 now. Spiroff would go 1 for 2 with an RBI against the Bucks. 3-0. Abbott with the stretch and set. And it's a walk. Runner at first with 1 out for the Royals. We get Caden Sell, the designated hitter. Sell settling into the box. Levi Abbott on the 5-valor pitcher's mound. He is a right-handed pitcher, and he uses all of that first base side of the rubber. And we'll have ball 1, so 5 consecutive ball pitches by Abbott, as we've got 1-0 on the count. Caden Sell yesterday, 1 for 1, no runs, RBIs, was not walked or struck out, so he did get on base. The Bucks are a tough out. I think the 2 toughest outs in the tournament are probably these Elks and the Bozeman Bucks. I do have the Elks picked as the tournament winner, as we get ball 2, 2-0. Here's the stretch and set by Abbott, and that'll be strike 2. And Sell lays off, gives us an even count at 2 apiece. Grady Koenig in the on-deck circle with 1 out, 1 on. Caden Sell facing the 2-2. Abbott delivers. It's over the first baseman's head and will roll down the first base line. Spiroff grabs a gear at second, around the corner, and will stand up at third. And with 1 out, the Senators will be in business with runners on the corners. Brings up Grady Koenig now.
Right fielder number 5, Grady Koenig.
Vigalotti will clean the plate off. Staying in the same hotel as the umpires and I had breakfast with Vigalotti this morning. He's a great guy, interesting character. Had a conversation with him last night after the ballpark as well. Koenig will swing for strike one. Here's the stretch and set by Abbott. And a foul ball will bring up strike two. Oh and 2 on the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's into right field. It'll hop. Runner comes home from third in Spearoff. And with one out, there's runners at first and second for the Senators. Senators on the board, 2-1. With one out. Brings up the third baseman, Ethan Kientz, for the Senators. Koenig at first, Cadensell at second, and one out on the board. Here's the pitch by Abbott, and it's off the hand grip, foul for strike one. For Ethan Kientz, it was his first at bat. Low pitch brings up ball one, 1-1 on the count. Yesterday, Kientz would go 1 for 2 with a run against the Bucks as we get a ball, 2-1 on the count. Was not walked or struck out. Abbott with the stretch and set. And a pop into center field. Waters is back there. It's in the glove, and that's 2 outs. Runners at first and second stay on base. Takes us to the catcher, Hunter Kirkpatrick, with 2 outs, runners at first and second. 1 run scored for the Senators here in the top of the third to make it 2-1 Elks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Abbott with the pitch now. And we'll have strike one, 1-1 to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick with a line drive. 4 and out, his first at bat. Kirkpatrick, as this one's ripped foul down the third base line, and we'll go 1-2. That was a close call, but it did hop outside the line before third. So for Hunter Kirkpatrick, he was 0 for 1 yesterday. No strikeouts or walks against the Bucks. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And a pop down the first base line. This one should be out of play, and it lands in the concrete just before the seating. And we stay at 1-2. So the runners will go back to their bases. And Abbott will have the 1-2. And we'll go to 2-2 off the ball pitch. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of 3. Senators with 1 run off of 5 hits. This one's another foul ball to keep us at 2-2. Missoula Mavericks have just come into the facility. I imagine they will be heading over for batting practice. They face the Scarlets this afternoon. at 4. Top of 3. Here's the 2-2 by Abbott. And another foul ball on the third base line. Keeps us at 2-2. Tyler Tenney in the on-deck circle. Here's a swing, and it's a strikeout to end the inning. 1 run scored, 2 left behind, and it's 2-1 Elks. We have the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 2019 AA Legion State Tournament. Helena Senators and the Lethbridge Elks playing in Game 9. Win or go home. Down to 6 teams. The Kalispell Lakers and the Great Falls Chargers sent home after 2 losses yesterday. Both these teams have had 1 loss on the tournament. And so it is win or go home, advance. The winner will play tomorrow, 1 of 6 teams in 3 games. Hunter Kirkpatrick or Chase Nielsen on the 5 Valley pitcher's mound. First pitch to Ty Penner will be for a ball. Chase Nielsen on the 5 Valley pitcher's mound. 38 pitches so far, 22 over the plate, compared to the 61 of Abbott. Abbott with a half an inning more of duty as we get ball 2, 2-0. Inside pitch will bring up ball 3. And Vigalotti will bark out strike 1, 3-1 on the count. Tim Vigalotti behind the plate. And Penner will pop this one up short of second. And the second baseman, Matt Krieger, will have it on the infield fly for the first out. So Penner has been put away both at bats today as we get Brendan Schultz. Schultz settling in. Here's Nielsen with the pitch. He'll be outside for a ball. For Schultz, it was a fly out his first at bat. And a strike to make it 1-1 on the count. For Schultz yesterday, it was 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. As we get another foul ball to bring up strike 2. 1-2 to Schultz. We go 2-2 on the low pitch by Nielsen. Nielsen with the pitch. And it's a strikeout. Catches Schultz looking, does Nielsen, and there's 2 away. Brings up Skylar Braun now. And Braun will foul off the first pitch for strike 1. Braun ground out his first at bat. He would bat in the number 7 spot. He's in the number yesterday against Great Falls. He's in the number 5 spot today. Yesterday he was 1 for 2 with a run, an RBI, was walked twice and struck out once. And we'll be at 1-2. Two outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third, Lethbridge leads 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and it's back-to-back strikeouts. One looking, one swinging, and the inning's over. Senators get to bat next, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries. And I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Game 9 of the 2019 Montana-Alberta AA Legion Baseball Tournament with the Lethbridge Elks and the Helena Senators. Lethbridge 1 run ahead of the Elks, 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Levi Abbott up on the 5 Vallejo pitcher's mound for his 4th inning of duty. It's the 7, 8, 9 batters for the Senators. Ty Penner to lead off, as Lethbridge tries to hold off the Senators. Lethbridge with 2 runs in the 2nd inning and 1 run for Helena in the top of the 3rd to make it 2-1. It's 1 run and 5 hits for the Senators. 2 runs and 3 hits for the Elks. Neither team scratching out an error yet, so that's a great thing. And the Senators have left 5 runners on base, and the Elks 3. Talking to coaches on Friday night for the team banquet, that was the consistent. There was 2 things they consistently said amongst all 8 coaches. Number 1 being pitchers throwing strikes, as Abbott tosses out the first one of the inning, and it will be a strike. One and one on the count. For Ty Penner, was a ground out his first at bat, as this one's going to be bounced to the third baseman, picked up on the hop by Penner. The throw to first, and Schultz sticks the bag. That's 1 away. But speaking with the coaches on Friday night consistently, it was pitchers throwing strikes, number 1, and number 2 was mistake-free baseball. As we get Cy Miller with 1 out, nobody on, top of 4. And Miller will swing at the first one. It's bounced up to the second baseman, a bobble, but Schultz will have it, and it's 2 away off of 4 pitches. So that'll bring up Matt Krieger now. Two outs, nobody on. And the first pitch to Krieger is over his head for ball one. Krieger, a ground out his first at bat. He'll face the 1-0. And we get a strike bark from Vigalotti. For Krieger, as this one's bounced to Abbott, he'll knock it down. The throw to first, and that is the inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Senators, and it's the bottom of the fourth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have the Helena Senators and the Lethbridge Elks playing in a win-or-go-home game in the 2019 Montana-Alberta State Legion Tournament. For the Elks in the bottom of the fourth inning, it's the 6, 7, 8 batters. Noah Waters to lead off, Zach Trempner on deck, and Dalton Demers in the hole. Chase Nielsen with the first pitch of the inning from the 5 Valor pitcher's mound, and it'll be brought in for ball one. Nielsen with the stretch and set. This one is line drive into center field. McGurran with the grab, and it's one away. Brings up the left fielder, Zach Trempner.
Left fielder number 7, Zach Trempner.
Well, 54 minutes into the match. We are in the bottom of the fourth as the first pitch to Trempner will be in for a ball. Trempner, a ground out his first at bat. And this one will be fouled off. Trempner would not get into the game other than pitching yesterday. As we get a roller out to the third baseman, and it's mishandled by Kientz, and that will put a runner on at first for the Elks. That takes us to Dalton Demers, the right fielder. 1 out, 1 on as we go to first on the pickoff. Top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth, I apologize. For Chase Nielsen, 56 pitches, 57 is going to be swung on and placed into the glove of McGurran as he gets some work out there in center field. And there's 2 outs with a runner at first. But for Chase Nielsen, 3 2/3 innings pitched. 2 runs off of 3 hits, both runs earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, has a 4.20 ERA. Back to first on the pickoff attempt. Brings up Logan King. And the first pitch to King will be over the plate for strike one. King would have a single his first at bat. Here's the pitch. And a bunt laid down right in front of Nielsen. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. One runner left behind and no runs scored. And we go to the top of the fifth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City! Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the fifth inning takes us to the top of the order for the Senators. Ty McGurran to lead off. Levi Abbott on the 5, Valley to pitcher's mound as the Elks of Lethbridge lead the Senators of Helena 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Levi Abbott warming up. Next game comes up at 4 o'clock. That'll be the Scarlets and the Mavericks. The winner of this game moves on. The loser will have the end of their 2019 Legions season over. 7 o'clock game is the Bozeman Bucks and the Billings Royals. Winner of that game advances to play the winner of the Mavericks Scarlets game. If it's the Bucks and the Mavericks, then that would be the way it rolls. Just depends. Tomorrow depends on how games work out today. They don't want anybody to face each other that have already played. So tomorrow's games might have a little Rochambeau. Here's the first pitch of the inning by Abbott, and he'll deliver ball one. 1-0 on the count. Top of the fifth. Senators lead, the Elks lead 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Outside pitch brings up ball two. 2-0 on the count. For McGurran, a flyout and a strikeout on his game. And we get ball 3-0 by Abbott. So McGurran settles in, and we'll have a strike pitch now, 3-1. For McGurran to open up the tournament against the Lakers, he would go 1 for 4 with a run, an RBI, and was struck out once as he gets the walk here. And we bring up Zach Spiroff.
Left fielder number 6, Zach Spiroff.
So with 1 on, no outs, Spiroff comes to the plate. McGurran at first. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing, and that'll be rocketed into the netting, foul for strike one. Abbott now with the stretch and set. McGurran steps from first. And we'll have a strike pitch to bring up 0-2 on the count to Spiroff. Spiroff struck out looking his first at-bat and then walked his next against the Lakers to open the tournament. Spiroff would be 1 for 2 with a run, an RBI, and a walk. As this is a drop third strike, and they're going to say this is, they're just going to say strike 3, and he's out. And that'll put 1 out on the board. Brings up Caden Sell now with a runner at second in McGurran, who advanced off of that last at bat, and this is going to be rocketed right to the shortstop. He'll bobble and will not make the throw, and Sell will be at first with a 1 out, runners at first and second, and they will mark that as an error on King. So that brings up Grady Koenig with 1 out, runners at first and second. And Abbott will deliver over the plate for strike 1 to Koenig. For Koenig, he's got a pair of singles on his game. And a roller out to the shortstop. Second on the fielder's choice, down the line to first, and it's not beat out. Koenig will reach the fielder's choice. We'll have Sell out at second, and there's runners on the corners with 2 away.
Third baseman number 11, Ethan Kites.
Brings up Ethan Kites now with 2 outs, runners at first and third. Abbott with the pitch. And this one will be rolled out. This time it's a throw to second on the fielder's choice, and the inning is over. A threat at third left behind, and we get the bottom of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Dealer Park in Billings, Montana for the 2019 Legion AA State Tournament. Day 3, Game 9, as we've got winner go home, Elks and Senators. The Lethbridge Elks leading 2-1 over the Helena Senators. Had some excitement here. We're placed below the rim, as they call it here in Billings, and the airport is right above us. Well, yesterday we had some excitement as we had some fighter jets come in and land, and then last night they would take off. Here's the first pitch of the inning by Nielsen to Haney, top of the order for the Elks at the bottom of the 5th. But last night after dark, we were here at the park, and those jets took off, and the jet stream off of them. I mean, that was the coolest thing ever, as we get a foul ball down the third base line to bring up strike 2, 0-2 on the count. For Haney, a walk and a single on his game. Upstairs pitch brings up ball 1, 1-2. Haney not in against the Chargers yesterday. But for Haney, as this one he's hit line drive. No, it's going to get past the shortstop, and the Elks will have a runner at first to start the inning.
Pitcher number 4, Levi Abbott.
Takes us to the pitcher, Levi Abbott, with 1 on, no outs. Abbott settles in, and Chase Nielsen will pitch from the 5 Valor pitchers now. And bunt laid down, and it'll be a foul ball. Strike 1. For Levi Abbott, it's a fly out and a ground out on his game. And this is going to bring Seth Kitchens and our plate umpire together. Seth Kitchens down the third base line, and discussion held, and it is called foul. As Abbott steps back in. For Abbott to open up his tournament play against the Royals, 1 for 4. As this bunt is laid down at the first base side. Chase Nielsen with the throw, and it's an out at first. The sac bunt does its job, though, as the runner advances to second. So Haney at second now with 1 out. And we come to Ty Penner.
Third baseman number 17, Ty Penner.
And coming into this game, I would say Ty Penner is the offensive player of the tournament with his bat, but today he's been held off by Chase Nielsen. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the first pitch to Penner, and he'll put this one foul down the first base line for strike 1. And there's only 1 out. I got ahead of myself on the scoreboard there. And Kirch Bennett from the Senators will head out to check in with Chase Nielsen. Now, we haven't seen any action in either bullpen. This is the second visit by a Helena coach. Back in the second inning, the pitching coach would come out and check in with his catcher and pitcher. And now the manager for the Senators out on the mound for a conference. Next game is at 4 o'clock. That's the Scarlets and the Mavericks. So we get ready for Ty Penner with 1 on, 1 out, and 0-1 on the count. Nielsen now with the stretch and set. And that'll bring up ball 1, 1-1 on the count to Penner. For Ty Penner against the Royals, he was 4 for 4. No runs, RBIs, was not walked or struck out, as this one will come in for ball 2, 2-1. That would be against the Royals on Saturday night. And they're going to go ahead and send Penner to first.
First baseman number 16.
So Penner at first now. One out, and we get Brendan Schultz. And Schultz will swing on the first pitch, strike 1. Schultz settling in. And that'll bring up ball 1. 1-1 on the count to Schultz. Schultz, a fly out and struck out looking his first 2 at-bats. Runners at first and second. Penner at first. Haney at second, as this one's fouled back for strike 2. 1-2. Schultz on Saturday night, 0 for 2, walked twice with an RBI, and as this one's picked up, the toss to first, and we've got 2 outs with runners at second and third now for the Elks.
Catcher number 18, Skylar Braun.
Brings up Skylar Braun now with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Bottom of 5 in a 7-inning game. 1 hour and 12 minutes into this game, as Braun will send this one into left field. It's got a lot of air. It will come down at the warning track. 1 run scores. Penner is around, and it's a stand-up double with 2 runs for Braun. And with 2 outs, we get Noah Waters. It's now 4-1 Elks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Chase Nielsen, and we'll have a low pitch for ball 1. Nielsen with the stretch and set. And a swing will bring up strike 1, 1-1 on the count. Nielsen with the stretch and set. And this one will bounce down to the first baseman. The race to the bag won by Miller, and the inning is over. 2 runs scored, making it 4-1. We'll be back with the top of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry. Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We have the top of the 6th inning with the Lethbridge Elks leading 4-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Lethbridge with 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to strengthen their lead over the Senators. Levi Abbott will be on the 5 Valley pitcher's mound for his 6th inning of duty, and he will have 79 pitches total. 52 have been over the plate. So Abbott, 5 innings pitched, 1 run off of 5 hits. That run was earned. Walked 2, struck out 5, and has a 1.40 ERA. For the Senators, it's the 6, 7, 8 batters. Hunter Kirkpatrick to lead off the inning. Tyler Tenney will be in the hole or in the on-deck circle. Abbott warming up. Kirkpatrick ready to roll. So Vigalotti, our plate umpire, will clean the plate off, and Kirkpatrick will step to the plate. Abbott with the first pitch of the inning. And it's over the plate for strike 1. Abbott with the pitch. Ball one, 1-1. And we get a bark for strike two, 1-2 on the count.
Now the game is hitting number 17, Brady Anderson.
Alrighty, we get Brady Anderson in now for the Senators, in for Tyler Tenney to bat, and Levi Abbott's first pitch will be in for ball one. Had to help out our play-by-play guy in Florence, so I apologize for stepping away from the microphone for a moment. We've got the A State tournament going on in Florence, Montana, and MPSN streaming that game as well, and he needed a little help, so we stepped away from the microphone. 2-0 builds to 3-0 against Brady Anderson. Levi Abbott, 85 pitches. Coach Bennett looking to possibly take advantage of an arm that might be tired with a fresh bat. Here is Abbott with the 3-0. And it'll be a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Top of 6 as we get Cy Miller.
First baseman number 13, Cy Miller.
Miller steps in. And the first pitch to Miller will be a strike. For Miller, strikeout looking and a ground out on his game. Runner at first off the walk is Anderson. And we'll come in for a ball, 1-1 on the count. Saw a lot of Cy Miller early in the year. The Missoula Mavericks, who I cover, they did a month-long Wednesday night series in the pre-conference portion of the season. 9-inning games on Wednesday nights. I love that portion. Getting into the 9-inning games, you play on a Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, so you get the sunset as the pitch comes in for strike two. 1-2, 1 out, runner at first. Matt Krieger in the on-deck circle. And a swing will strike out the batter. 2 away. So the announcement of 94 pitches for Abbott with 2 outs. Here's Abbott with the stretch and set. And it'll come in low for ball 1. Helena coming in after a loss to the Bozeman Bucks yesterday. Elks coming in off of a win and a loss. This one's popped up, and Schultz calls off Abbott in the glove, and one runner's left behind. Bottom of 6 right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries. And I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 6th inning, and Lethbridge is leading 4-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Changes defensively for the Senators, as we had Brady Anderson in to bat for Tyler Tenney. Well, Tenney is out at the shortstop position. Matt Krieger has slid over to shortstop, and now Peyton Witham is at the second base spot. And, well, the interesting thing about that is with Chase Nielsen at 76 pitches, Witham is a pitcher, so I'm not quite sure if they will have him make those changes if the pitching change comes, but a little anticipation on this play-by-play guy's mind. So we get the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 batters for the Elks in the bottom of the 6th. Zach Trepner will lead off. Dalton Demers is in the on-deck circle. And Trepner will have this one over the third baseman's head, and the Elks will have a runner on at first to start the bottom of the 2nd. So they will have a runner come in. Josh Kabayama will run in the place of Trepner. Dalton Demers in the box now for the Elks. And we've got bullpen action going on for the Senators. Here's the bunt laid down. It'll hop backwards, and we'll have strike 1 to Demers. For Demers, a walk and a line drive. And that's a number 8 warming up for the Senators. Here's the bunt laid down, and it will be fair. The throw to first, and the sack bunt moving the runner. One out now. Runner at second. Takes us to the bottom of the order. Logan King for the Elks, and Lethbridge with an arm in their bullpen. So Ty Penner in the bullpen for the Elks, as the first pitch to King is over the plate for strike 1. And in for the Senators is Rudy Barkley. Both teams taking advantage of the bullpen. Here's a pitch over the plate for strike 2 to King. 0-2. King, a single and a ground out on his game today. Runner at second is Kabayama. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. It gets away from the catcher. The throw to third will be off target. And it's a stolen base off the wild pitch. 1-2 on the count. So King settles back in now. Nielsen delivers, and we get 2-2. 1 out, a runner at third. Ty Penner warming up in the bullpen for the Elks as we get a full count at 3-2. Nielsen at 84 pitches. And Barkley in for the Senators down the first base line. Here's a pop. It's going to be foul. Just barely in play. The shortstop calls it off, and that's 2 away on the pop fly. Kabayama staying at third. Brings up the top of the order now for the Elks. Caleb Haney. And the first pitch to Haney will be a ball. Haney a walk and then back-to-back singles on his game. And a swing will take us even on the count at 1 apiece. Here's Nielsen with the delivery. And it'll bring up ball 2, 2-1 on the count. 2 outs. Kabayama at third. And we'll get ball 3, 3-1 by Nielsen. Nielsen at 89 pitches, 55 over the plate. Here's pitch 90. And it'll be a pitch that will send the runner down to first on the walk. And the Senators manager is going to come out. I imagine that's going to be a signal for a change on the 5 Valor pitcher's mound. This will be the 3rd visit by a Senator coach in this game. And the ball is handed over. We'll have a new face on the 5 Valor pitcher's mound. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll get you updated. You're watching Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got Rudy Barkley on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound coming in for Chase Nielsen. For Chase Nielsen, 5 2/3 innings, 90 total pitches, 55 over the plate. 4 runs, all of them earned. It was off a 6 hit, struck out 2, walked 4, did not strike a batter, and finished with a 4.94 ERA. So we get Levi Abbott at the plate for Barkley to face right out of the gate. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, bottom of 6, and Barkley will go right at Abbott for strike 1. The stretch and set by Barkley. And a foul ball will hit the top of the netting. Brings up strike 2. 0-2. Next game coming up at 4 o'clock. That will be the Missoula Mavericks and the Billings Scarlets. Win or go home. The winner of this game advances. The loser will have the end of their season. Here's the 0-2, and it's going to be bounced right out to Barkley. The pickup, the throw to first, and that will end the inning. So Barkley gets the Senators out of the inning. They get to bat. Top of 7, work to do. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get the top of the 7th inning. The Lethbridge Elks leading the Helena Senators 4-1. So the Senators with work to do here in the 7th inning. It's win or go home. For the Senators, it is the top of the order. Ty McGurn to lead off. Zach Spearoff on deck, and Caden Sell will be in the hole. Levi Abbott stands on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Abbott with 93 total pitches. We did see Ty Penner throwing while the Elks were at bat in the bottom of the 6th, so the change does happen. It will come in the name of Penner. So Abbott continues to warm up. He was late coming out of the dugout after the inning. Everybody was out on the field, and Abbott was still in the dugout. So he's a little bit behind, but we're ready to go with McGurn.
Batting first for the Senators, center fielder number 10, Ty McGurn.
McGurn now settling in. It is all or nothing for the Senators. Here's Abbott with the first pitch of the inning, and he'll deliver outside, ball 1. Levi Abbott, 94 pitches, 59 of them over the plate. And Vigalotti will bark out strike for that pitch. 1-1 on the count. Abbott with the stretch and set. And a swing will bring up strike 2, 1-2. McGurn, a fly out, a strikeout swinging, and a walk on his game. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball will keep McGurn going. At 1-2. Winner moves on. We've got a 4 o'clock game. That will be the Mavericks and the Scarlets, and it's a strikeout for the first out of the 7th.
Left fielder number 6, Zach Spearoff.
So Spearoff now at the plate for the Senators. 1 out, nobody on, top of 7. And here's a pop straight up in the air. And it'll come down in the second row of the stands behind the plate. Foul ball brings up strike 1 to Spiroff. Spiroff walked his second at bat. Bookend with strikeouts. His first at bat would be a strikeout looking, and his last at bat would be a strikeout swinging. He's got 0-1 on the count. Abbott with the delivery. And this one will be rolled out. King is there. The pickup, the throw to first is on target. And there's 2 outs. At 100 pitches for Abbott, we come to Caden Sell. And I'm off on my count. I would suspect he's at 103, 102 maybe. And Abbott will deliver ball 1 to Sell. 2 outs, nobody on, top of 7. All or nothing for the Senators. As we get ball 2 now to Caden Sell. Sell with back-to-back singles and then reached off an error his last at-bat. Here's the stretch and set. And we'll have ball 3, 3-0. 103 for Abbott. I imagine they'll let him finish this batter. Here's the 3-0. And we'll get strike 1 called. 3-1 to Caden Sell. And it's a walk. And time is called. That will bring up, and they're actually bringing in an arm from the dugout. We will update. Actually, they're going to bring changes to the field, as Penner will be the new pitcher. We'll get you updated right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Ty Penner now stands on the Five Valley pitcher's mound for the Elks. Brady Koenig at the plate, and Ty Weaver is at third. A change for the Senators as the first pitch is going to be popped straight up in the air. And it's caught by the catcher. Game over. The Elks will move on in the tournament. The Helena Senators are done. For the game, the Senators, 1 run off of 5 hits, 1 error, and left 9 runners behind. The Elks would have 4 runs off of 6 hits, 1 error, and left 7 runners behind. So the Elks will wait their fate for tomorrow with games coming up. The 4 o'clock game is the Scarlets and the Mavericks. We'll talk to you then, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.